Everybody's allowed to tell their own story on the internet, as long as they're respectful and anonymous with it, right? Tell me how someone's mad at some of my stories and they're angry, and I'm like, they're anonymous. How can you tell it's you? You can't tell all these stories is you. And he's like, but you said, I have 2 of those. Say, for instance, I have 2 cousins, right? Let's say I have a story about a cousin. Well, they're saying I'm talking about them. I have 2 cousins. How you know it's you? I mean, some of them you can probably realize it's you, but others are not about you. Actually, most of my videos are not about you. I have a lot of videos you should see. It's not about you, sir. This is about manipulation tactics and how to counter them and how to teach others to counter them. My other video was about teaching kids about understanding manipulation tactics. And I just heard from my daughter, she's learned her lesson on manipulation tactics. And she agrees that these videos are about manipulation tactics. And although I talk about my past, I completely be anonymous with it because, you know, people going to do what they're going to do, but they do it anyway. Now, you are confusing dragging you through the mud. Usually people drag you through the mud, they actually come out and say your name or something like that. But no, I'm talking about manipulation tactics, and unfortunately, I just picked a story from you. Now, unfortunately, I have ADHD and autism, so let me tell that what that means. So, eventually, you will realize that I keep a lot of evidence. And I just checked my database, and I think I have about 4,793 screenshots. Now, you can say I lie, you can mock me, but I will post receipts. I will show you a receipt that won't make you look too bad, but I have redacted everything, so everybody's safe here, okay? Now, guys, remember that story I told you about me arguing with my baby dad, and I got into it with his girlfriend. I went into the DM and told her that whoever did that is pathetic, and I didn't care because you do not involve a child on the online, right? So yeah. So he's talking about my daughter not having her hair done, but he failed to realize that my daughter had autism, right? So anytime we washed her hair, she would scream, shout, and cry. Right, Sanai?
Yep. I didn't know if I could see anything yet.
Yeah. So, in order to show people this with my autism, because I didn't want to be a big thing, I asked them and posed a question. I said, my daughter has autism. This is what I had to do to help her at the urgent care and get a cut sealed. It was just a small cut on her forehead. They had to strap her in just to put glue on it. Can you imagine how to wash that child's hair or do it? She's fighting at everything, so it's very difficult to do her hair. But had you been able to talk to her, you would know this. But because you don't talk to her.
Can I say something?
No, hold on. Because you don't talk to her, you don't know this. But I have a lot of fucking evidence. You go ahead and lie if you want, motherfucker. Told you lie. You lie a lot.
People with autism record everything. We take screenshots of everything when we feel something isn't right. So just know that.
Because people put us in situations where they gang attack and say violence lies. So bitch, fuck with me. I got receipts. Thousands of them. And even from JPay. Play with me. Play with me. You told my daughter half the story, right? You try to make me the villain. This is why you have to have receipts. Because this Negro tried to tell my daughter half the story. I just got back home from Maryland. You told my daughter half the story, right? You told her that I said that my family are CO members and they're going to kick your butt. No, but you failed to mention that you threatened me, which is why I called the facility and told them. But you know what they said? They said it's okay if he deletes the account, ma'am. You want to know why? Because they have a record of that stuff, even in the jail, even if you delete it. So it doesn't mean it's gone, sir. And I took some screenshots of that too. So why would you tell her half the story She told me exactly what you said. Why would you tell her half the story and leave out your part? See, this is why manipulation tactics should be taught. Because you have people out there that'll tell a story and only tell half the fucking story. I don't do that shit. I tell the story no matter how bad I was. I'll be like enjoying it. Fuck it. Yeah, I did that shit. Yeah, I did Picasso. Broke nigga Picasso. Because it was funny. And because you were trying to publicly humiliate me. And I said, no, bitch. Let's see if this can be funnier. But to the girls, I will say this. I don't really give a fuck about you. I'm just telling women how not to be manipulated. If that's affecting you because women you know are not being manipulated by you, that's on you, bitch. But just know, the internet loves fucking receipts. Let's not go there. Just see your daughter. Just call her. You know, every time you call, I told you to call my mom. Because I go to work and I go to school. So I can't be the facilitator, bitch. I got my own life. And my mom is helping me. And my family is helping me, not just my mom. So call her when you want to speak to Lily. Call her when you want to visit and see her at the park or something. Call her when you want to come down here and meet her. But you're not going to lie on me and say I'm that bitter baby mom that don't let you see her. Let's just get one thing clearly straight, factually true. When you are incarcerated, don't them fucking calls only go one way? I could get my call record and prove without a fucking doubt how often you called your daughter. So go ahead and play this bullshit. You know, it don't make sense to argue with someone that's just gonna lie on you anyway. So I just say, fuck it. I do you. I do me. You see your daughter if you want. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. If you're gonna be a wish-washy dad, be that. That's okay. But I'm not gonna talk to you because I have a better life, a different life, and I'm not gonna deal with you. Nah, I'm not. I don't give a fuck about who you is, what you doing, whatever. Either way. All I'm saying is just leave me alone. Let me do anonymous videos to help women and just be me. Fuck off, nigga. And go do you. You free. Go be free. Do something. Why you gotta be in chaos? Why you wanna always get locked up? What the fuck? That's why you always in jail, bitch. Because you always causing controversy. The videos are anonymous. Get out of here. And all those out there that do want to say their story and speak their story, fuck the people. Just as long as you're anonymous and respectful and you just tell the truth, nothing should be wrong. You know? You see those videos with receipts with people? Yeah, it will go bad like that with me, yo. You gonna be like, you Erica Kirk in this right now. You Erica Kirk, because I'm anonymous. I'm only saying exactly what happened. Without saying names or locations or anything like that. So the internet don't know who this is. But should you do anything, they gonna know. And I redacted this. And my daughter has a message. Go ahead.
My mom never even talked bad about my dad. It was my dad who was talking bad about my mom. So, like, I've been through this already. He already was trying to put my mom through the mud himself, trying to switch the narrative. So I peaked that immediately because that's the same thing my dad did.
These niggas is soulmates, don't you think?
Exactly.
These similarities of you niggas. So, of course, you're confusing his stories with you because you're too fucking egotistical to think everything I say is about you. Bitch, it ain't all about you. I got my own fucking thing. I've helped people. People have reached out to me and said my stories have helped them. So, fuck you. And I'm going to go help the next one that does not want to be fucking manipulated by a motherfucking pathological liar. I didn't even say you was a narcissist, bitch. That was my other ex, dummy. So you want to be, she's lying on my name. No, you is a liar, bitch. Caught you in many of lies. But you won't catch me in one because I got receipts. And everything I talk about is about receipts. It is backed by receipts. I have like a whole filing intercation thing where I have like a whole set of receipts of every story that I said. So if anyone ever questions me about it or says anything about it, you know, publicly, not in private, but in private I'll show you the receipts too, you know. But publicly, I'm gonna redact everything. But you know, you're not about to fucking play with me. Oh yeah, the receipts. Here they go, guys. But remember, guys, God loves you and I love you too, but not in a weird way. Because niggas like to be weird and think everything is about them. Stop being weird. The proof that you started the first public humiliation, and I just had to shut it down. Like I will always shut it down should you ever have my name on public again. I do anonymous videos. You talk shit about bitches. We are not the same. And as you can see, my daughter clearly peeped you, and you are no different than her dad, unfortunately. Maybe you two should talk in therapy.